Space 101.1 KMGP LPFM Seattle welcomes you to Broken, Alaska, the world's only ongoing improvised radio drama series. When we last saw Rose, she left town, disgusted with Brick and his money grubbing and lies, but she had to come back to her produce stand and to tend the strange little herb left to her in Chester Tyrone's will. As we open, she's at Brick's lab, getting a professional opinion from Carlos.
It's very nice of you to come up, Carlos, to the lab, but I think I've got it under control. I mean, you can see the herb is growing really well. It's over a foot tall now, so...
Well, you know, Rose, I'm a bit offended that you didn't bring me in sooner because, as you know, I have a PhD in botany from the University of Latin America.
Of course, and I'm sure you're an expert, but I don't know, I guess I was just hoping that I could finally get this one right. You know, I could figure out what this herb is and make those Warren G. Harding brownies taste the way they were supposed to taste originally.
Oh, Rose, you shouldn't be alone and wondering about the plants. And anyway, the Warren G. Harding brownies, they are excellent as they are. They don't need the herb, really.
Oh, thanks, Carlos.
But show me what you've got and tell me what you think it is.
Okay. Well, here it is over in this corner of the lab here. Just ignore the German scientists over there for a minute. It seems to be doing really well. You can see it's got this long, really solid stalk, and there are a lot of leaves kind of growing off the top of it. So I originally was thinking maybe it was
hold on a minute. Let
oregano
me smell the earth. Yes, it smells right and it feels right. It's about the right amount of moisture, I think. Yes.
Thank you.
You're doing a very good job.
Oh.
And what do you think it is?
Maybe parsley or...
No, it's not parsley. It's a mystery indeed.
Gosh. Well, and I think it's hard for me to try to figure what this is right now because I can only come up to the lab, of course, when I know Brick is not home.
Oh, I totally understand what you mean. He sold out the whole town when he sold out the mining rights.
Carlos, let's not even talk about that.
No, let's not. Let's talk about this life that you are bringing into the world. This herb. It is so fertile and vivacious.
Do you happen to have a medallion that's especially good at growing plants?
As it happens, I do.
Is it one of these you have on right now? Is it this one here on your chest?
Yeah, yes, it is, Rose.
7, 8, 9, then a right turn, hand on the table to guide me where I'm going.
Touch my arm, feel my elbow, I guide you.
Dr. Mueller, Dr. Zellweg, why do you have dark glasses covering your eyes, Doctor?
Oh, it's a retinal injury. You see,
Retinal?
I was at the local bar and I saw one of Hedda's paintings. It looked like a nose coming up over the horizon. The use of color, it sprained both retinae. Oh, what hurt. It hurts so much.
Don't think and imagine the image because your retina, because it sees the image in your brain, will rip again.
Some of Heather's paintings are up at the Twisted Dinghy now?
Well, they used to be at the bookstore, and the bookstore died, and so some of them stayed in the Twisted Dinghy. One is in the men's room. Not the one that hurt me, but I've heard about it. It's quite
but
shocking.
You can no longer go into the men's room now because you know not to look.
Once bitten, twice shy. That's what I say.
Yeah.
You know, Dr. Mueller, you do audiology. Have you read the works of Dr. Fremont out of Edinburgh University?
Yeah, I have. It's wonderful.
You know, rather than working with a rabbit, he was working with a guinea pig.
We eat pigs. We eat bacon. We eat pork chops.
I don't think they make bacon out of guinea pigs. I'm pretty sure.
You've never had guinea pig bacon?
No, I never have.
It is a treat, especially when the maple is nice and well balanced.
But I bet they have it now at Fletchapolitan Market.
Oh, that market. I think they have a lot of things there that we don't really need. Well, where is the rabbit, Dr. Zellweg? I don't see Gunter anywhere around in the lab. Where is he now?
Well, first, please do not speak of seeing because my partner cannot see anything. It hurts his feelings.
My apology.
But you can tell them what happened with the rabbit.
Well, we were forced to release the rabbit into the wild. After many weeks of it trying to enlarge its intellectual horizons, we realized we were spoiling it. Hopefully we have not corrupted it too much and it can recover its natural instincts.
Yeah.
Don't tell Sheriff Jim that you released the
Here in
rabbit in the
Broken?
wild. He will go crazy.
Well, So why are all these little dangly feather toys hanging from the ceiling over here?
It's part of our new investigations.
We are building a new test environment. Anything, very tactile focused. Carpet on the walls.
Oh, I noticed that. That's really going up quite a ways.
Yeah, cozy perching places.
Well-padded shelves for climbing on.
You know, Rose, who would really like this is some of Mark's cats.
Oh.
This would be like Disneyland to
Oh my
them.
gosh, I think you're right.
Cats? Why, whatever would make you think of cats? We could be going out into the wild to find another creature who likes the little feathered things on the sticks and to rub his face against the walls. Many animals love catnip, really.
They should call it animal nip.
Yes, it should be much more broadly based. Definitely not a cat. No, we are not looking for a cat at this moment. I need your help, Liebchen. I'm going to have to go back to the other side of the room to make sure that the windows are closed.
Ah,
All right, turning to the left, 90 degrees.
first hold on to my elbow. Let's go.
1, 2 steps, 3 steps, 4 steps. Oh, it's like we're waltzing again.
So, Rose, tell me what you think about the changes to...
Fletchapolitan Market. Oh.
Yes.
Carlos, you know I don't like to talk bad about anybody, but honestly, I'm not a big fan of the new market. I was in there the other day, and do you know they have an entire section full of organic fruits and vegetables?
No.
Yes, and they have those little spray things that every 10 minutes this little mist goes on top of them all, so they always look fresh and green and vibrant. That seems a little excessive to me.
Well, have you seen they open a coffee bar in there too?
What?
Yes, he brought in the world barista champion from the
Carlos,
Netherlands.
Can I tell you something? Business has been really bad the last few months, and I just think that if Fletchapolitan Market has all this great fruit and vegetables, that maybe people won't come up to my vegetable stand anymore.
Well, you know, Rose, people don't know this. I just bought about 100 acres outside of town.
You did?
Yes, and I'm going to build a farm out there, an organic farm, and you could come live on the farm. And
Wow.
it's off-grid, but, you know, I have solar and composting toilet and
You know
all
what,
the modern
Carlos,
things.
actually, if one more man offers me an off-grid composting toilet in the woods in this town, I am going to lose my basket. I'm sorry, that
Rose,
doesn't
Rose,
sound really...
I wasn't saying that you and I should, you know, become an item. I was just saying you could help me on the farm and we could be partners that way.
Oh, okay. So you weren't interested in anything beyond just farming partners?
Oh, well, of course I was, but, you know, I have feelings. I am sensitive too.
Of course, Carlos.
And, you know, it hurts to be rejected, that's all.
Well, Carlos, I think what you and I have had in the past, I mean, we were never exclusive. But
Well,
gosh, I
no,
hope
it
you
was-
don't feel rejected by me.
No, of course
I mean, you had
not, Rose.
Annika
I mean,
there
you
for
know.
a long time. I thought that you two were kind of going strong, so I guess I sort of laid off hanging out with you a little bit for a while there.
There is always room in my life for you. In fact, maybe you should come down to my bungalow tonight.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
Are you going to be busy tonight? I know you have a lot of stuff going on helping your brother with the Mamacita Cantina. I mean...
Oh, ay caramba, I'm so sorry, Rose. I completely forgot. The salsa fountain that Manuel installed,
Yeah?
he didn't do it right. And
Oh.
it's spraying salsa all over the place. It's like a salsa fire hose.
Oh!
I have to go fix that tonight. Otherwise, we aren't going to reopen in time. Oh, I am so sorry.
Oh, so...
Can I get a rain check?
Maybe you can call me after you're done fixing the salsa fountain. I mean, you just live a couple blocks away.
No, you know, I can't because after I finish that, I have to give Mama her nightly foot rub.
Your mother, is she visiting? I thought she lived in Coral Springs.
I'm going to describe it to her over the Skype, and then she will do it to herself.
Oh. Okay, well, thanks anyway, Carlos.
Over at the Weiwei Tenango Coffee Roasting Hut, Bert and Annika are catching each other up on their efforts to track down Red Trousers, the fiend who is trying to take over the Dagger's criminal empire.
I have some information regarding the Red Trousers.
You mean Rosa Pantalones, don't you, Annika?
I do. I went to talk to somebody about puce panties.
Okay.
I had a meeting set up in an old abandoned warehouse, and the room was absolutely trashed. The chairs were everywhere. There was
Could vandals have just gotten in?
No, Bert, this is a secure meeting place. I'm starting to get worried because I think Puce Panties is aware of us.
Oh, dear. Well, you know, I've been calling in my sources, too. I was talking to my friend Chuck, who's the coroner in Lava Hot Springs, Idaho, and he said that they found 2 bodies dead from extreme trauma to the eyeballs.
That can only be one thing. Jitna Kondo.
I know.
What do you think it means?
I think we're in for a close encounter with Crimson Slacks.
Bert, I don't usually say this, but I'm getting worried.
Bert, baby, are you in here? I'm here. Oh, old man Fletcher.
Well, isn't that a surprise that you're in here right now?
Sorry, Annika, I forgot about the door.
I'm not sure how professional that is.
Bert, I'm sorry if I'm interrupting anything here, Annika, but
no,
I've
not
got,
at all.
As you know, I'm remodeled the store, and I have a new cafe called Coffee Lab 1.
I did see that the store was remodeled, and it's really very different, old man Fletcher.
Well, please, call me Fletch.
Fletch.
Fletch? Yeah, Fletch. It's much younger and hipper than old man Fletcher.
Yes, it is.
And now I'm a hipster, you know.
Okay, Fletch.
I even have a piercing. You want to see my nipple ring?
Okay, that's a piercing. Thanks so much, Fletch.
You know, it's my birthstone.
Oh, that's a little too much information.
So, Fletch, what can we do for you? Well, Bert, I was hoping that you could develop a special roast just for me. Sure, I suppose. I mean, do you want something from Asia Pacific? Maybe Papua New Guinea? Yeah, Papua New Guinea. That sounds hip and cool.
Fletch, are you tan?
I am. I've always been tan, Annika. What are you talking about?
Well, it's just, you do have a bit of an orange glow about you.
Well, I've got 2 young girlfriends from Portland.
Did see them.
You know the red Corvette that Sheriff Jim was going to buy?
Uh-huh.
I bought it.
That's something.
Yeah, I go out cruising on Main Street.
Sorry, I don't mean to stare, but it seems like you have more hair now.
I've always had a full head of hair, Annika. What are you talking about?
It just seems different somehow. I don't know.
Fletch.
Thicker?
I was a police officer, and I know plugs when I see them. All right, so you
Fletch?
got me there, Bert.
They look great. They're wonderful. The tan and the plugs. Did you dye your eyebrows?
I've just never been so happy in my whole life.
I see your happiness. You're very happy.
Don't you love what I did with the store?
Okay.
No.
It's something. It's a great first attempt at a market.
Thanks, I guess, Annika. Hey, look, I have my wallet on a chain.
Ooh, those are some awfully skinny jeans, Fletch.
They aren't jeans, Annika, they're jeggings. They really show off my firm buttocks, don't they?
They don't leave much to the imagination, Fletch.
I've been hiking a lot. It's the hipster thing to do. All right, listen, Fletch. At our age, when people talk about hips, it's usually about hip replacement. So what's going on here? I don't know what you're talking about, Bert. I've never been happier. I have the coolest store in Alaska.
You are living the dream.
Well, I got a roll. I'm getting some new LED lights installed because I want the market to feel natural. Adios, amiga.
Bye,
Fletch.
Fletch. Yeah.
I'll work on the coffee. Adios,
and
amigo. Good God. What is wrong with that man?
Look, Bert, next time I come in here to talk about red trousers, you better bolt that door. You do not want to see me angry.
I've just seen old man Fletcher wearing jeggings. Okay. Like I'm supposed to be afraid. It sure seems like there are a lot of frustrated people in town today. Let's head now to the hot tub zone behind Lars's Kombucha Emporium, where Doc Burgess and Heather are taking their daily soak, and see if there might finally be a breakthrough.
Oh, Doc, these hot tub events just become the highlight of my week.
I really appreciate you coming out and continuing our wonderful routine. It's especially on such a beautiful night here in the tub. I mean,
the colors of the aurora borealis this evening, they're just...
It's so amazingly clear.
And Lars is off visiting Kitty and Denise on that World Library tour.
Oh, that's where he is.
I don't even know what library they're at now. Australia? Perth?
Well, I hope they don't bring back any more exotics. I think we have enough to take care of
I
at
think
this
it'd be
point.
fun if we had a koala.
Oh, we don't have any eucalyptus leaves.
They're so soft and cuddly like you.
You think so?
Yeah, especially now you get that little beard going.
Oh,
it's just
thanks.
so sweet.
It's not too scruffy, I hope. Well,
No.
I guess you wouldn't know that. Yeah,
And before Lars left, he left us some of the special midnight Aurora Borealis kombucha.
More kombucha.
You really can't get enough kombucha.
Medically speaking, you probably could, and we may have crossed that threshold already. But it's hey, if you like it, I will certainly have some more with you.
Between the kombucha and the yoga and the hot tubs and just the warm feeling I've had for you these past few months, and now with the mayor back.
The mayor, yes, of course.
And I am so grateful to you for helping me get everything just perfect for him.
Yes, that's what friends are for, aren't they?
You have become, I think, my best friend here in Broken now.
Well, the funny thing about friendship is there are different levels of friendship.
I'm hoping to take my friendship with the mayor to the next level. Do you think he'll like me enough?
You mean as an administrator? Of course. But as something deeper and connected like we have, I don't...
We do have an amazing connection.
Right, and
you understand my spirit animal, my inner moose.
Heather, there's nothing I would like more than to feel your inner moose.
Oh, Doc, there's your arm on my shoulder. Well, it's getting a little warm in this hot tub. I'm gonna move over to the other side.
Do you want me to turn the temperature down a little bit? Or?
Yes, and look, I think that you're feeling some feelings that I'm not quite feeling.
But Heather, you're right. I do understand you. I think over the years we've made a real connection, and I really care about you. That's.
Thank you.
In fact, Heather, I love you.
Oh, Doc, I have been hiding my feelings. I love Mayor Frost so deeply. Oh, it feels so good to finally say that. I've been keeping it inside from everyone. I've been hiding it from you and the whole town for so long. Oh my God, I feel like, whew, what a weight has been lifted off me.
Your secret is safe with me, Heather.
Oh, you're such a good friend.
Heather, I'm really confused. I hear what you're saying, but I guess I'm getting mixed signals from you. This whole time we've been in the tub, you've been playing footsie with me, and I'm just a little confused. I want to be clear about what's going on with us.
I know my legs are pretty long, but they can't reach that far.
Well, if that's not you, Heather, then what is this I'm feeling now? Is it?
I have not been playing footsie.
Wait, something's bubbling to the surface.
Oh,
What
my...
the-
Oh, my goodness.
It's a lobster.
It's a lobster.
It's little red.
He's got a little red snorkel attached to him.
Yes, it's a marvelously engineered.
That Lars.
That is pretty impressive, actually. I mean.
Oh, no.
What?
It's old man Fletcher coming. Oh,
Oh, you mean Fletch?
I hope he's not bringing those girls in here.
They're getting closer.
Oh, God.
Here we are, girls. We're at the hot tub.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, Doc, Heather, how are you?
Hi, Fletch.
Hi.
Fletch. Who are your friends?
This is Opal and Amethyst. They're from Portland.
Hi, you guys. Well, we came out for the hot tubbing. We hear you have like the best hot tubbing ever. Do you mind if we jump in? Oh my
Well, we're still sort of in here. They do get bigger,
would you
don't
ladies
they?
like some kombucha? We have a special Aurora Borealis blend. All right.
You
here
can have
go.
mine. I'm done with this.
Oh, you guys, do you ever go like right from the hot tub into the cold harbor? It's called the cold plunge.
Oh, it's the best.
It's invigorating.
Opal, you have to do it with me.
Amethyst, let's
All right, let's go.
Oh,
Be careful. You don't want to get frostbite.
and
I'll be right there, girls. Maybe I'll take a moment.
you okay? Why don't you just sit down and relax for a minute?
Oh, thank you, Heather. I appreciate it. Trying to keep up with those two is really draining me.
Your friends are very enthusiastic.
Oh, I think they're the greatest. I've never felt cool before in my whole life, and now all of a sudden, well, you saw them. They're wonderful.
They certainly seem so. Oh, I think your tan is starting to float to the surface there.
Is this really making you Happy?
Are you kidding, Heather? I've never been so happy in my life.
Well, from the direction of your nipple rings, I would tend to agree.
I've been alone since my wife left me 5 years ago.
No one's going to begrudge you getting out there and seeing the world and meeting new people.
Just don't hurt yourself while you're trying to reinvent yourself.
Well, I appreciate your concern, but I've got a couple Portland hotties waiting for me in the harbor.
Be careful when you transition from the hot to the cold. I've seen your EKGs. I'm not sure that you're really up for that.
Ixnay on the EKG, Doc? They think I'm some cool young buck, and I want them to keep thinking that. And, I don't necessarily want to die, but we all gotta go sometime, and if we're gonna go, can you think of a better way than that? I mean, look at you two. Tell me there's not something going on here.
Oh, well, we're just
not
friends.
something going on
Oh,
here.
you don't need to hide from old Fletch here.
Oh, no, I'm not hiding anything anymore.
No, we're just having some kombucha and lobster.
I'm coming, ladies. Here comes Fletch.
Oh, be
Once
careful.
more into the breach.
Oh.
Here comes Fletch.
You're listening to Broken Alaska. Visit us on Facebook at Broken AK and catch up on previous episodes via your favorite podcaster. George hasn't been himself since he discovered that the Canadian Oil Company owns the mineral rights for the entire county, and that would include the gold mine under his shack. In desperation, he turns to Brick for help.
I can't do that, George.
Brick, there's got to be some paper that you can make up that says that it was grandfathered in, that I own all my mining rights.
George, you're talking to the wrong person. If I was mayor, I could do this with one pen stroke. Why don't you go and talk to Mayor Frost in his mayor office, and he can get his mayor pen and do this for you. He's the one that makes these decisions.
I don't want to go talk to Mayor Frost. He's a crook.
Well, then why did you vote for Mayor Frost, George?
Because you're a bigger crook.
Well, then why did you come to me for help, George?
Because you're my friend.
All right, George. I'll see what I can do. I can't sign it myself, but maybe I could push a bit of influence that way for you. All right. Well, I got to get going, George. I got things to do.
Well, I got one question. Have you heard anything from Louise down there in Vegas?
You know, I haven't. I figure she's probably doing okay. Otherwise, I'd have heard, I think.
Do you know how to get a hold of her?
I might even shoot down there and see how she's doing, because I sure as hell am not making friends in this town. Hey, by the way, George, what's the deal with the floor here? It's spongy. Have you been, mining too close to your foundations? What have you been doing?
I haven't been. I've noticed that it's really kind of, soft. And
It is.
I'm wondering what's going on, but I don't know.
Well, it's recent, I know that. It wasn't here last time I was here, so I'd keep an eye on that, mate. Maybe check outside and have a look around.
I don't know what's going on under there, but sometimes at night I hear this scratching noise.
Well, I would investigate that, my friend.
I wonder if that Lars Larsen's honey badger's been digging under here.
Honey badger? That's in the ship. What would we be doing out of the ship? That's where he keeps it.
Who knows? I mean, Lars probably let him out.
Well, anyway, I'd keep an eye on this. This is not good.
Yeah, I'm thinking about setting some traps.
Good start. All right, well, look, I'm off.
As so happens, many of the townsfolk have gathered at the end of a hard day at the town's only bar, the Twisted Dinghy.
Oh, Mark, thank you so much. This will really hit the spot. I am so done with kombucha.
Absolutely, Doc. And Guinness is the anti-kombucha, and I need it too.
Probiotics, schmobiotics.
Hey, guys, am I imagining it, or has old man Fletcher had some face work done?
I definitely think he has.
Actually, Brick, he now prefers to go by Fletch.
He needs some work done. I saw him last night skinny dipping with those young Portland folks, and
I was trying to find something in that new store of Fletcher's. Fletch, whatever we call him. And it's like, I can't find anything there anymore. He's just totally ruined the whole store. I cannot find Spim, number one, and I can't find any tiramisu.
Oh, the Spim has been a real problem. Margaret Hall came in having withdrawal symptoms from the Spim. I think once you get accustomed to that for so long, your body reacts very very poorly when you go without it.
Do you think it's something to do with the high fat and salt content?
She came in to the office and she was shaking a little bit. Her eyes were sort of big and glassy.
Major withdrawal.
I wonder if we could brew some up ourselves, kill a couple pigs, kill a couple... What the heck is in there? I don't even know what you'd put in.
There's no real animals in there. It's mostly byproducts. It's best not to look at the ingredient list.
I went in to get some salt, and they only had Himalayan pink salt and Celtic sea salt. They didn't just have regular iodized salt. That's all I wanted was salt with a picture of a little girl with an umbrella on it. They didn't even have that.
That's un-American.
My goiter's already growing back.
Oh, no, not again.
No, that's terrible. It's really a pain in the neck.
I preferred Fletcher and we didn't have to talk to him. Now he's like in your face, and I think he's going some midlife crisis.
Well, look who's here. It's old man Fletcher. Fletch.
How are you doing, Fletch? What can I get you?
Suppose I'd like some sort of a beer.
What's happened? Have you had some face work done?
I suppose I have. What of it, Brickman?
Well, it's just obvious, that's all.
You got a big smile on your face.
Well, I had my eyes tucked and it kind of pulled the rest of my face up.
Can you see better?
No.
Here we go. I've got Pabst Blue Ribbon, I've got Rainier, and I have got Olympia, arranged in order of irony.
I think I'll go with the PBR.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, God. We need to talk,
yeah,
you and
me.
What is it, amigos?
What are you doing?
What are you talking about, Mark?
Everything. You've just ruined the whole town with your stupid store.
What do you mean? The store is fantastic. It's got everything. There's a kombucha wall. I've got ethically sourced cocoa.
What are you trying to do to the town?
Well, for years you people have been complaining about the supermarket, so now I just upgraded it.
Fletch, really?
Not to mention jeggings.
Cut me some slack. I just don't understand you people, I tried to make my store into something that you would all like. Look at my life. Did you ever stop to think I might be lonely ever since my wife left me for the president of Austinville First National Bank and Trust?
Yes, I feel sorry for you for that.
We own the store together. We didn't have any help. I work there 18 hours a day. All I do is go home and eat a TV dinner and watch the 700 Club.
That's just wrong.
I've changed my life. I'm a hipster now. Look at these clothes. I went thrifting to buy these, for God's sakes. I listen to Algerian pop music from the 60s. I look at my phone 24/7. I don't even know what I'm looking at. For God's sakes. You haven't even seen my new coffee shop that I'm opening up in the store.
Whoa.
Another coffee shop?
I don't think that's a very good idea, Fletch. Have you talked to Rose, Fletch? Because she won't be happy.
Do you understand that if we have too much coffee in this town, that you're going to have a bunch of people running around at high speed?
Well, listen, it's not about coffee. It's about me. I'm 38 years old, for God's sake.
You're what?
Oh, my
I'm
God.
38.
Is it in dog years?
I've been called Old Man Fletcher since I was 6.
Oh, my goodness, time has not been a friend to that man.
Ain't that the truth?
None of you know the stress of running a grocery store. It's a war zone.
All right, Fletch, let me ask you, are you happy now?
No, I'm not happy. I'm exhausted trying to keep up with those 20-something-year-olds. And these contact lenses, I hate these damn things.
Don't take them out. Don't take them out.
Enough of that. And these hair plugs itch.
Oh, don't pull them
out.
No, they're all over the floor
Is that how they work?
Enough of that. I've had it with you people. You say you want a nicer grocery store, and then you get it, and you don't want it. You want the old grocery store. You say, I don't want to hang out with Old Man Fletcher. And then I turn cool, and you don't want to hang out with me then. You're never satisfied with what you have. You know what? Forget it. I've had enough of you people. I'm gonna go home and let myself go, and then I'm gonna redo the store and bring back the Spim and the Kraft macaroni and cheese, and I'll send the world barista champion back to the Netherlands.
Don't forget the tiramisu.
All I wanted was to be loved. Is that so wrong? Old Man Fletcher, Fletch, why don't you come over to the Wayway Tenongo Coffee Roasting Hut, and I'll brew up something special for you.
Yeah, and if you need company, just come back over to the dinghy. The next one will be on me.
All right, maybe I'll see you guys later. Maybe I won't. But still think you're a bunch of jerks anyway.
See you later, Fletch.
We love you too, Fletch.
Look outside the window there. All those hipsters are just loitering on the sidewalk. You rotten kids, get off the sidewalk. Go get a job. Go back to Portland where you came from.
God, it's good to have him back.
Well, that's all the time we have for now. Thank you for joining us for Broken Alaska, radio's only ongoing improvised drama series on Space 101.1. Starring in this week's episode were Carrie Aguila as Rose and Amethyst, Mike Fuller as Carlos, Bert, Old Man Fletcher, and the announcer, Carol Sparrow as Dr. Vilda Solveig and Joey, Michael Crowley as Dr. Albrecht Mueller and Mark, Taylor Edwards as Annika and Opal, Julie Bragg as Heather, Anthony Floyd as Doc Burgess, Paul Einhorn as Brick, and George Birch Wirtz as George. It was written, directed, edited, and produced by Carrie Aguila and Mike Fuller. Music by Audionautics.com. We'd tell you what's coming up next time on Broken Alaska, but since it's improvised, you'll know as soon as we do.